Hi, my name is April, and I'm going to talk to you about frankincense. I first heard about frankincense as a small child reading the story of the birth of Christ. Of course, frankincense was one of the gifts given to baby Jesus, and so as we know, it must have been very valuable. In fact, in ancient times, it was even more valuable than gold. And I'm going to talk to you about why it is so valuable. There are 5 main uses of frankincense, and the first one is for emotional balance. The second one is to boost our immune system. Thirdly, for our nervous system, also for our skin and hair, and to help treat tumors. But I'm going to talk to you about 7 very practical uses for the oil called frankincense. The first 3 I'm going to mention are things which we as women despise, but it's still our reality, so we might as well use an oil to help with them. The first one is wrinkles. I take my moisturizer and just put it in my hand and put 3 or 4 drops of frankincense in it and put them directly on the wrinkles morning and night. And I've seen a pretty big difference in using that just for a couple of weeks. There's a really cool recipe that I found in this book called The Quick Reference Guide for Using Essential Oils. It's by Connie and Alan Higley. And it just said for wrinkles, put 1 drop of lemon, 1 drop of lavender, and 1 drop of frankincense directly on the wrinkle. And it's supposed to work like magic, so I'm really anxious to try that recipe. Second thing we as women deal with, which we hate, stretch marks. You're supposed to be able to put 1 or 2 drops directly on the stretch mark, and it will promote healing. A third thing is sunspots. So if you, again, put 1 or 2 drops morning and night, it's supposed to help them fade. Some different kind of uses for frankincense. One of them that I have tried is for a mood lifter. As you all know, anxiety and depression is something that many of us deal with, and frankincense is supposed to be one of the best oils. I have several friends who can testify to this for helping to deal with anxiety and depression. Basically, you just diffuse it, or you can take the bottle and just inhale it. So it's really helpful because that way you're not actually wasting the oil. A few other uses, cysts and warts. I have had a wart that I've used thieves on before, and it took it away, but I've heard that frankincense, and I read this in the Quick Reference Guide as well. Frankincense is for more stubborn warts, so if you apply it 1 to 2 drops morning and night, also it's supposed to help it to go away. For concentration, so for those of us who struggle with staying focused, you can apply 1 to 2 drops on your temples and then on the back of your neck, and it's supposed to help you focus, which is really neat. And the final use, which is on a more serious note, is that frankincense is the main oil used to treat cancer. There have been many clinical research studies done on this, and there was a pastor in Saginaw, which is where I'm from, Saginaw, Texas, who was cured of cancer. He actually had a brain tumor just by using frankincense. And the reason why essential oils work to treat serious things like this is that they actually carry nutrients into the cells. And so when our cells become more nutritious, then there's healing, and therefore diseases can be cured. So that's the main uses that I can tell you about for frankincense. Thank you for listening.